The most disappointing thing about narcissists is not their demeaning, devaluing nature. Yes, they're going to try to curse you. They're going to call you names. They're going to accuse you of all kinds of ridiculous stuff. You're too selfish. You're too judgmental. You're too abusive and toxic. Or how about this one? My favorite. You need to humble yourself down. I remember hearing that and I was thinking to myself, what are you, the Queen of England? You the Pharaoh of Egypt? Humble yourself down. No, get out of here. Right? Yes, these things hurt, they sting, and they're shocking, but they are not the most disappointing thing about narcissists. What is the most disappointing thing about narcissists is their denial of these things. Their denial of the intentions behind all of this that they're doing. That is the most disappointing thing, and this is what we're going to talk about. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Before I continue, I want to let you know that I am here for your support. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments, telephone calls, FaceTime, WhatsApp calls are available. I've started a 5-week program where I work with you every single day, taking you from this place of pain and confusion into healing and beyond. So if you're interested in working with me every day for 5 weeks, check that link down below. Now we're talking about the most disappointing thing about narcissists. It is not their demeaning, devaluing comments and name calling and cursing you. This stuff does hurt. It does sting, as I just said before, but these things are a doorway out of any relationship, are they not? Somebody attacks you with hostility, name calling, violent outbursts, which narcissists do. They go into their narcissistic rage. They may throw things at you, accuse you of being toxic and selfish and judgmental and all kinds of weird stuff. They go crazy. They go berserk. Now, the normal response to that is, all right, I'm out. I'm out. Right? I mean, it's either that or fight, right? Fight or flight. And if you are a healthy individual, an empath, you're going to do your best to find the nearest exit, all right? Head towards the nearest exit, ladies and gentlemen. Leave the crazed animal alone, right? And so you're out. And you deal with the pain. In a normal situation, when someone's coming at you with hostility and anger, you deal with the pain, you soothe the pain, you heal that wound, and you move about your day, right? It's not the most disappointing thing in the world. Yes, it can catch you off guard. It can shock you, especially when it's family members, when it's old friends. But still, you can move on and say, wow, I did not know they had that in them. Okay, fair enough. Good to know. I'm out. That's the normal, healthy response. But where people get stuck is in this one area. This is what's most disappointing about narcissists. It is their denial of these things. It's when after they do the cursing, after they call you names, after they accuse you of all kinds of weird, horrible stuff, and then twist it somehow, messaging you on Facebook, calling you on the phone, expecting you to show up if it's your family members, and denying that it ever took place. How do they deny it? Well, they might deny it by saying, you're too sensitive. It was just a joke. Can't you take a joke? That's called denial. They're denying. They're denying their true intentions at the time, which obviously was not a joke. Let's face it, we all know what a joke is. Anybody can take a joke. Haha, that was funny. Jokes make us both laugh. Great. You being cursed at, called names, not a joke. What you're being dealt with, you're being dealt a hand of some cruel intentions. It's not a joke. They know it. You know it. Okay? That's a form of denial, by the way. You're too sensitive. It's just a joke. Or they'll deny it by saying, I didn't call you stupid. I said you were being stupid. There's a difference. There's no difference. They can twist it up in any way, shape, or form. I didn't do it like this. It's like the whole Amber Heard thing. I did not deck you, okay? I punched you with my fist in your face. That's different. I did not deck you. You know what I'm saying? It's like Denial. They deny their intentions and what they're doing. The worst form of denial that I've ever come across, and I've dealt with this in my own experience with narcissistic in-laws and siblings, is when they come back and say things like, everything I said was out of love, not hate. What? What? Calling people ignorant and cursing them and accusing them is out of love, not hate. Wow. This is the stuff that gets people caught. This is where you get stuck. Because where you did have an open path to just leave and say, all right, I get it. You don't like me. I don't have to be here anymore. Which is a normal response when people want to attack you. I don't have to be here. I'm out. But when the narcissist comes back to you and says this stuff, everything I said was out of love. You're acting strange. Are you okay? Suddenly you're like, wow, wait, what? Really? And I've heard that. Or just because I annoy you doesn't mean I don't love you, right? So this is the most disappointing thing about narcissists, is their full-on denial of their hatred of you, their resentments of you, the fact that they don't care about you. They will full-on deny that and tell you, I do love you. You're crazy. You're strange. Are you okay? Nothing I said is out of anger. Nothing I said is out of hate. You're acting very strange. I did not deck you, Johnny. I close finger slapped you. I did not deck you. Denial. This is where it's like, wow, well, okay, you can get stuck. I guess then I'll stay for a little while longer. Lesson learned, right? How many times are we going to put up with that type of stuff? Them cursing you out, calling you names, then bringing you back in, telling you they love you. The reason it's so disappointing is because it's ugly, it's evil. It brings you to this place of, and how many of you have said this, if you don't like me, let me go. Just let me go. It doesn't make sense to want to punish somebody but drag them in, punish them and drag them in. And this is what narcissists do. It is the definition of evil. It's their attempt to lasso you on a rope. Hit you, drag you back in. Hit you, drag you back in. They don't want to let you go because they don't want to lose somebody to hit with their words, with their anger, with their hostility, with their frustrations in life. That's what's so disappointing, because it can really confuse you. It can get you stuck. You can hang on to hope. You can think, maybe they do love me. Maybe it's just a mistake. Maybe they were just joking. Maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe that closed finger slap wasn't really decking me. Maybe it was just a closed fingered slap, whatever that means. Wrong. It's disappointing because narcissists do hate you, just as they've hated me. They hate everything about you. They hate your love. They hate your kindness. They hate what you represent. They hate that you breathe air. They hate that you shine bright like a star. They hate and they resent that you have friends. They hate and they resent that you receive love. They hate and they resent that they are not you. And so it's time for you to stop buying into their denial. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them, because that's who they are. If they're cursing you out, calling you names, it's not a joke. That's who they are. And that's all that matters, is you see that and you get the heck out. Don't buy into the denial tactics. Don't get stuck. Walk away. Leave. You've seen enough. It's not a joke. It's life or death. Move on with your life. If it's your family, get the heck away from them. You don't need that. Exes, workers, whatever. Get away from them. As I said earlier, I'm here for your support. Down in the description box, one-on-one calls are available. I have a 5-week program where I walk with you every day for 5 weeks, coming out of that pain into healing and beyond. Now, I want to invite you to watch this video right here. This talks more about toxic relationships, narcissistic abuse, how to get out of those situations, and how to fight back. It's difficult to know how to fight back with narcissists. It's difficult to figure out how to get that last word in. This video talks about that. So watch this video. I'll be back with more right here on The Royal We.